Good morning and welcome to another tip of the week. My name is Art. I'm your assistant pro at Cimarron Golf Club.
My name is Grant, assistant pro at Desert Springs.
And today we're going to talk to you about the idea of dispersion. Grant, what do you want to talk about with dispersion?
Yeah, so dispersion, really the important of it is your range of misses from the target. Rather, if you're missing short, right, left, or back, kind of more just where your misses are from where the target is.
Okay, yeah, that's really important stuff to know. If you don't know how far you hit the ball with any given club, it's tough to pick a shot. If you don't know how far left and right you miss, you don't know where the safe shots are for you to pick. And so course management is really hard if you don't know those numbers, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's dig into how we're going to figure that stuff out. As you play golf, you can note on your card how your shot behaved. We're about 150 yards out from the flag. Grant's going to go ahead and hit the shot, and then we'll head up to the green and see what we got. Here's Grant's shot. And Grant, how would you go about making notes on this shot?
Yeah. So obviously, I determined um, where I am. So I missed right. So I would write down first the club that I hit, which was an 8-iron. It was about 150. I'm not exactly the exact yardage, but roughly that. Um, so I missed right. So I would write down on a note or something where 8-iron, 155, missed right. Obviously not ideal from where the pin is right now, but yeah.
Not ideal, but that's what it was,
Yeah,
right?
right.
That's what happened. That's what came out. We'd all like to play golf, I think, with a sniper rifle, right? We would love to hit our target and have very tight dispersion, but in reality, we play golf with a shotgun. We all miss long and short. We all miss left and right, and it's taking the shots that are good and bad both together to figure out what our average is, so that we know what club to pick and what target to pick when we're out on the golf course.
Yeah.
So that's one way to do it, shot by shot over time, and you'll learn throughout the bag what your dispersion is for each club. Here we are on the driving range, another place that you can collect this data. As a reminder, Thursdays, launch monitor days here at Desert Springs from 1 to 3. Hit a bunch of shots, and we'll give you that data that Grant was talking about out on the golf course. Grant, why don't you hit one here on the driving range for us? And here's an example of a launch monitor session. Imagine Grant had hit a bunch of shots. Data's collected, and here's part of the display. You can see the first column is carry distance with an average and a deviation, and the fourth column is lateral dispersion, again average and deviation. And this is a real simple way, easy way to collect this kind of information.
All right, a third option we can do is there's a GPS system or an app where you can connect to, and it'll show you all your data where your dispersion is. It's a pretty Art talked about Arcos before, so it's a pretty fun app to use because it will show you everything by numbers and stats and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I really like that app. I think it's a great way to learn that information. Here's an example of the data collected by Arcos. You can see average distances and ranges of distances. Really useful information. So we have 3 options for you today. You can do this out on the golf course and write it down. You can find yourself access to a launch monitor, like we mentioned on Thursdays here at Desert Springs, or there are other options in the area as well. Or you can get yourself an app and it automatically tracks it out on the golf course for you. So my name is Art.
My name is Grant.
Thanks for joining us.
And we'll see you next time.